everybody, welcome back to Kinlock's Corner. We are here in the workshop, and you're probably thinking we were going to be getting the second part of the greenhouse done today, but but the polar vortex got us, and so we thought maybe we'd show you how we fixed all our burst pipes in this video
this week. So, but we made a bit of a start on the greenhouse, so we're going to get to that for next week's video.
Yep. Shane's been definitely working hard, and we've been getting the area clear out there for it, so definitely will get done next week, but you know how it is. Stuff happens.
Yeah. In the meantime, you can check out some burst water pipes.
Yeah, and thanks so much, and Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Enjoy. Here we go. The result of burst water pipes.
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
I just can't get past. I gotta be able to get onto my hands and knees right here. This whole thing has to come out. There's no way for me to get in there without it. Alright. Is there another phone or something with a flashlight on it? So I can like see if
Yeah, let me get my phone.
Because I may need this to come out so that I can get it. Okay, let's see what we got down here. Alright, now I gotta get over that way. So that must go. Okay, so there's the water lines. Oh, there's the drainage. What is that drainage for? Okay, let me get in there and get a better look and see what I can see. Okay, so we have two sides. There's a little divider right here. See that plywood? Okay, so on the left side of that, the big white one is drainage, and then directly behind that there's hot and water lines. But the tarp is really dusty. So my guess is the pipe did not burst over there. But if you look on this side, look how much wet ground there is back there. It has to be on this side. So somewhere over there, it's one of those, sorry about my shaky hand, but it's one of those two lines that are coming into the sink, right? That's all it can be. So I'm gonna have Shane put the water on for a second so I can see where the leak is coming from before I cut this pipe that's directly in front of me to get through to it. Oh, it's the bathroom. It's over here. Well, that is going to change everything about the repair, because that we can access from upstairs. So that is very good news. All right, so here we are in the bathroom. This is where the leak is. I mean, we really tried to insulate it, didn't we?
Alright. Covered in it. Things coming.
Cotton candy. Looks delicious. Well, it looks a little wet.
That one.
I think our leak is right there. Well, I know our leak is right there. Look how wet it is in there. We're going to have to dry that out before it doesn't get moldy. So it looks like, what, that cap just busted. Yeah, it just looks like it blew a hole right. It looks like it just blew a hole right through the top of it. That's weird. It's only the one on the left, too.
Mm.
Well, so don't we have more of those caps?
I think there is one or two in the garage. I'll have to have a look.
I mean, there's no way, like, it was so insulated like that. It must have just been a faulty part, because otherwise, why would that have broken? It was warm. That area of the crawl space is like the warmest spot. I mean, it's not even that. I think there's cold air coming out right now, but it's not even really that cold.
Right.
And also, all the water is like water. It's not even ice.
It just looks like that fitting, like you said.
Yes. All right, Shane is going in.
Look what I found.
Hey, we've been looking for that.
Nothing like cleaning up after yourself.
Do you know what's so funny about that is when we went in here the first time when we found a bunch of their old stuff, we were like, shh, who leaves stuff behind?
Yeah,
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
We were mocking them.
Right.
Well, look who's getting mocked now. Okay, so I can't get past this pipe. That's where Shane wants me to go to. He's worried about pushing too hard on the pipe and damaging that elbow. I just don't see it. You know what, Shane? I'll tell you what our better bet would be to cut through that whole thing up there, and then I can get down there and do it. No, help me.
Look what's coming up from the crawl space.
I think I can get it. Okay, well, we got more information now. Tell you what, I know more about the underneath of our house than I do about a lot of other things.
Biomechanics.
Yeah, we that's for sure. So the point I'm trying to make is that you can see down to the bottom, it's only a couple feet there, 2-3 feet maybe max, that your better bet if you want to support that is to cut more of this out, to cut this thing out right here. And then you'd be able to get your arm right in there. You could reach with your arm to get something under the elbow, but I couldn't get past the drainage, which was running to the right of this area. But like if you had a brick or something, you could probably reach down there and get it under that thing right now. All right, so now he's trying to prop that elbow up in there. Am I good?
See how it goes.
Alright, so he's going to just use that so that when he pushes on this pipe, it doesn't break the elbow. We're looking for a little green thing to pop up in that cap. Oh, that had promise.
Let me have another go at it.
Okay. Oh, I heard a snap.
Oh, you guys will get this green.
Oh, sweet.
Some green.
And now for the moment of truth. Turn it off! What just became very clear to me is that this pipe has a huge crack all the way down the side. There's a big wide crack right there. That crack, this pipe is broken. This one. Alright, so now we're going to repair the other pipe. Looks like the first one that we just did came out good though. Yeah.
So that's good pipe from there back, so hopefully...
We can just pop the other cap on. Luckily we had two more. So, alright, we'll find out here. Is the water on right now? No. Yeah, I think we might have done it. Alright, well it wasn't leaking. It's just in there, heating it up, trying to dry it out. But then we also have this problem to deal with. We haven't had drainage. We tried to snake it, but we only just had a hanger and it went all the way down. But we've tried all the things that we know of, baking soda, vinegar. We could put some CLR down there, hot water, hot water, hot water, hot water. So that'll be the next one.
Go for it.
All right, so we already fixed the drain, but I want to show you because holy cow, don't ever bother trying to unclog your drain. I mean, try hot water, obviously, but this thing, drain snake, amazing. So we got one that you could do a drill attachment, but we didn't even need it. So it has a little coily thing on the end, and then there's a locking thing and a locks and tightens it. So what you do is you loosen it, and then you just put it down the drain as far as it'll go. Now I kept going. Obviously our drain is clear, so I'm not going to hit anything. But we got to a point where we hit something and it wouldn't go any further. So what you do is then you lock it so it stays on that clog, and then you just turn it around and around, and that coil actually like screws into whatever the clog is. So in our case, sorry, it was my fault. It was shea butter.
Sure was.
I made some DIY conditioner that didn't pan out and it was stuck in the drain. So we went like this, and then the drain, it just popped right through the leak, or not the leak, I'm sorry, it popped right through the clog, and all the water just went down. So once it pops through and the water goes down, then you want to loosen this back up and then just pull it out. And you'll see gross stuff on the end. Usually people will have like hair or like other things that are clogged in there, but we just had a lump of shea butter stuck right in ours because that's what was clogging ours. And then just put it up, lock it to store it. Do the same thing, put this back on just so like debris and gross stuff doesn't get in it. And then you're done. These things are super cheap. This was $15. So we got ours at Harbor Freight, but they're about the same price everywhere. And if you wanted to, if you had a really hard like clog in there, you could put a drill on here and then that would just spin it in locked mode and get through something that was like a little bit more, but we didn't really need it. We just hand cranked it. So these things are great. Well worth the cost.
Yeah. Doesn't put too much strain on your wallet.
Good one.